in Underdog are cool. You keep shouting out that name. That name is an enemy. And I told you he's an enemy. And you're going to keep shouting him out, not realizing you go there, you're dead. Because he dead.
And then you talking about, I don't want to, name specific names. Talking about
Cemetery Larry, he in the cemetery.
Okay.
Cemetery Larry, I like that.
Cemetery. I had his raise. I got his raise right in the pocket. Now I got to give it to somebody else. Now I got to give everything he worked for. I got to give it to somebody else because the person he went with, he did. He got nothing. He in the grave. He next to you. Y'all both buried the same place.
I knew I would like you, nigga. I knew I would like, because you petty as hell. This is good.
Petty as hell.
But think about it. If everybody think you out, right? You really got to see who they are. Right? They're telling me, oh yeah, if you don't want to negotiate, don't come to work. I wasn't planning to come to work anyway, guys. I'm building a new studio back at the crib.
Okay. Now August, the plan to bring Gil's Arena back independently. I know you spoke about that. Is that still a go?
See, it was going to be August because I wanted to jump them. Right. Because they was going to come back like September, October. So I wanted to start in when they was on vacation to take the time slot from them.
Okay.
Because they're not going to want to compete. Now they fired. Like, so, you know what I mean? Like, they fired, you know what I mean?
So nobody from Gil's Arena is coming back? It's just you?
I don't know, man. Josiah.
Okay. Shout out Josiah.
Josiah,
in here. You know what I mean? That's my guy.
You gotta remember, I had the contract since January, bro.
Right.
And I was recruiting.
Right.
Because I thought they was gonna last, because their contract is in September. So I figured that they would be held all the way to September. So I was like, all right, let me get my people.
Okay.
I saved some of the staff members that got fired from the new dude.
Right. But the actual rotating cast, like everybody's gone. Kenyon.
Yeah, they all got fired.
Nick, Rashad. Okay.
Definitely Rashad.
Okay.
Parted ways or got fired? That's different.
They got fired. Right. I just stayed home, hoping I would get fired. So they had to stop the show that day.
Oh, they got fired from the company.
Yeah.
Not from.
Yeah.
Not from Gil himself. I'm trying to clear that up.
No. I didn't fire. They left me.
And then they got fired.
Then they got fired from the company. Yeah. I know they still had to do their job, but like, I wanted to see where the loyalty was.
Was there anything specifically? You said Rashad specifically. Was there anything that he specifically did that let you know, like, I really can't?
He kept shouting out the dude's name that was tanking our show.
Cemetery Larry.
Yeah, like the dude didn't do nothing for you, dog. He didn't. Your deal was done before he got here. First of all, real talk, he tried to fire you at the beginning of the season. He tried to fire you at the beginning of the season. That's why they were trying to, like, Skip was getting paid for 4 days. He was only there 3. One was gonna be our show. And that was to replace him because they both contrarian. They both go against it. But they said Skip does it better. He don't cuss, he don't drop the N-bomb every other hour. So they're looking for these sponsors, so they're trying to fire you. Me and Joe standing on 10 toes. Nah, we good. We're good with our roster. We're number 1 with our roster. Right? So what they did is like, all right, well, Joe and Gil ain't breaking. Hey, Rashad, you want to go to the football? Yeah, come on, football on Friday. Yeah, do a little football. So you're gonna jump on the football. Then they're like, hey, can Skip come on the show with you? We can do that on Friday too. Then they do an episode with Skip on Friday. And he's like, oh man, me and Skip. And so they did that to him.
Right.
But I'm like, yo, dude never did anything. Why are you going with dude? I told you we had beef and we had war. He's trying to take over Gil's Arena. So you giving him shout outs, 3 of them. I told you we beefing with him. So the fact that you, in your shout out, it ain't Underdog. Me and Underdog, we good. Jeremy, Nick, like Kate, those are beautiful people. They just hired a dude who was just a weed, right? And he kept shouting this dude out. I was like, all right, okay, y'all got something going on. He done promised you something, I bet.
Got you. Okay. That's understandable, man. I get it.
I get it. Dirty business, boy.
Like me and Shad didn't have no problems. Like I didn't have no problem. Like what he did is what he did. It's just that, why are you like him? Like why are you picking him over us?
Y'all haven't spoken since?
Nah.
The picture surrounding Gil's Arena keeps getting more complicated, and Gilbert Arenas is finally sharing his side of what he says happened behind the scenes. During his appearance on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Carmelo Anthony and the crew, Gilbert spoke openly about the situation involving Underdog, Rashad McCants, also known as Cemetery Larry, and another person he claims became a major factor in everything that followed. Gilbert even pointed to a moment where that individual was repeatedly praised on the show, saying he counted 3 separate shoutouts despite already warning everyone that the two of them were on opposite sides. According to Gilbert, that moment completely changed how he viewed the situation. He encouraged people to watch the full interview for the complete context, explaining that there was much more discussed than the short clips circulating online. From Gilbert's perspective, Rashad McCants made what he viewed as a betrayal. He said he had already warned Rashad that the person in question was trying to remove members of the team, yet Rashad still publicly acknowledged him on the show. Gilbert also brought up a conversation from January, saying he had already explained where he believed everything was heading long before the public drama unfolded. He connected that timeline to the period when Nick Young, also known as Swaggy P, was wearing Underdog gear while reports circulated that contract negotiations had him off the show during the playoffs and the NBA Finals. Gilbert's claim is that he had already mapped out the situation months earlier and believed the problem centered around a specific person hired by Underdog. At the same time, he made it clear that he still has respect for certain people within Underdog and said his issue isn't with everyone at the company. Instead, he believes one individual in a position of authority created the circumstances that led to the conflict and the reported effort to remove Rashad. Gilbert also said that he and Josiah wanted to keep the show exactly as fans knew it, raw, unfiltered, and focused on giving viewers the authentic, player-driven podcast experience that made Gil's Arena popular in the first place. Gilbert Arenas also claimed there were very different conversations happening behind the scenes. According to his version of events, Rashad McCants was being presented with a different opportunity that involved working alongside Skip Bayless on a debate-style show, even though Gilbert says the original idea was for him to fill that role first because of Skip's debate-driven style. Gilbert explained that he rejected the proposal because he didn't want to change the identity of the show simply to replace Rashad with Skip Bayless. If Gilbert's account is accurate, he believed the entire concept of the podcast was being altered, and he wasn't willing to go along with it. That claim also raises difficult questions for Rashad McCants.
From Gilbert's perspective, he had already warned Rashad about what was happening, making the decisions that followed even harder for him to understand. The argument is that Rashad now needs to publicly explain his side of the story, especially after Gilbert laid out his version in detail during the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn interview. The opinion expressed is that if Rashad trusted the people Gilbert was warning him about, then he may have put himself in the middle of the controversy. Gilbert also suggested he already had contract negotiations and raises lined up, adding another layer to an already complicated situation. At the same time, the discussion makes it clear that there are still unanswered questions and that not every detail is publicly known. From the speaker's point of view, the most interesting part isn't who was making the most money or landing the biggest contract, but understanding how the business side of podcasting actually works. That's why conversations like this stand out. They offer a rare look at the behind-the-scenes negotiations, contract discussions, and decisions that viewers usually never get to see. Gilbert Arenas also suggested that once outside influence starts growing, the pressure to change the show's identity isn't far behind. According to his account, there were efforts to rebrand the program by bringing in Skip Bayless and changing the style and language that helped build the audience in the first place. His argument was simple: the fans supported the show because it felt authentic, and while a cleaner format might attract different sponsors, it could also take away what made the show successful. Gilbert also pointed to reduced production days and changes in creative control, saying those are the kinds of compromises that can happen after signing major media deals. He compared the situation to what artists often experience with record labels, where new executives come in and reshape the original vision. Even with everything that's happened, the belief is that Gilbert Arenas and the Gil's Arena team still have their biggest advantage: the audience. On platforms like YouTube, loyal viewers often follow creators wherever they go, so even if rebuilding takes time, the fan base doesn't simply disappear. The story also appears to be far from over. The expectation is that more people involved will eventually respond, especially with Nick Young, also known as Swaggy P, already closely connected to the situation. Questions also remain about where figures like Kenyon Martin and Brandon Jennings stand as everything continues to unfold. For now, the conversation is still developing, and plenty of fans are waiting to see what the next response reveals.